All right, welcome back, everyone. Let's continue on with our agenda. Because it's late in the evening, we had another item, which was Stuart's 5-year report.
It's only about 2 hours, so I'll go quick.
He knows.
Okay, thank you, Stuart. So we're going to move that over to our next meeting in regards to the budget. And so with that, I will, let's see, we have a city manager report.
Sure, and I'll try to be real quick. Just a reminder that the ribbon cutting ceremony for the new Brisbane Skate Park is going to be on Saturday, June 11th at 10 a.m. The public's invited. There will be giveaways and new skate park T-shirt design unveiled.
Ooh.
The county is conducting free hazardous waste drop-off events in South San Francisco for North County residents on the first Saturday of the month through December. The next one is scheduled this Saturday. And to participate, you'll need to first make an appointment, and more information on this is available on our website. As of May 24th, the commute.org shuttle on San Bruno Avenue will stop at San Bruno and Glen Park. It's being moved down the street from San Bruno and Annis for safety reasons. This is an issue we talked with a council subcommittee about. Reminder that there will be a special council meeting on Wednesday, June 15th related to the budget, as well as the June 16th council meeting will be budget related. And the Star newsletter will be taking a month off in the month of July, so there'll be a June edition and an August edition. And then one other item that just real quickly, you may be aware that the state, the governor has proposed a piece of legislation that he is attaching to the budget, which means it doesn't go through the normal legislative hearing process. It just flies with the budget. And it is one of the most amazing pieces of legislation I think I've ever seen, because it essentially, for all projects that are deemed affordable housing, and there's a set of criteria, it basically eliminates CEQA, and it eliminates any sort of discretionary review. Matter of fact, so neither the Planning Commission nor the City Council would ever see these. It would have to be handled entirely by staff. So it is completely changing the process, and this is a proposal that's coming out from the governor. So the league is asking for cities to write a letter, so we'll prepare something for the signature. And this is moving on a fairly fast track because, it's attached to the budget, and the budget is now under review and, supposedly will be passed by the legislature before the end of the month.
Is it possible, since we need to get the letter out right away, is it possible that the city's draft could be signed by each council member separately so that it doesn't need to come back for consensus? Or would that weaken the letter?
I think the mayor can sign on behalf of the council, right?
That was the way I was proposing. Did you want to have each council member sign it?
No, I mean, I think just the way that we've always done it, where the mayor signs on behalf
Usually
of the
in
council.
legislation, we just send it in that way.
Okay. And any feedback from Mullen or Hill?
I haven't been in touch with either office. I can do that tomorrow.
Well, we should send letters to them separately, and then also to whoever we send to as far as the budget process.
We'll do that. And there's an information fact sheet that that I got today. I was up in Sacramento, and
We'll send Bob up to Sacramento to handcuff the governor.
It would still, this would apply to any sites that are designated as affordable housing in our general plan.
Terry, I actually think it goes further than that because it has a whole bunch of different criteria. And so, again, obviously it all depends on how it's drafted and, so I will send you out the fact sheet and take a look at it. I mean, when I looked at it, I thought, wow, this could be far-reaching.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, the state's taking over land use control for cities.
Well, it's basically,
wrong.
their typical stuff. They keep on marching. And, stuff like this would keep happening, you just really want to eliminate cities.
Well, they keep ratcheting up the housing element.
Yeah.
Right? So. All right, thank you, Clyde.
All the good news.
Yeah. Countywide assignment subcommittee reports. Anyone want to chime in?
Ooh, Terry and I went to the North County Fire Authority JPA meeting. And we got a copy of the annual report. And we were pleased to learn that North County Fire Authority is doing a lot of outreach to teach people how to do hands-only CPR. And we discussed, hey, have you thought about incorporating Heimlich maneuver in there? And so we had a lot of discussions about how we can get people more educated. And so it was pretty brief, but I think this has been the first subcommittee meeting that I've gone to that has involved other cities. So it was interesting collaborating and hearing different points of view. I know this is going to be the first of many. So we didn't see any big changes that are coming our way. There is going to be a change within Daly City. They're reducing an engine because of their budget issues, but that should in no way, shape, or form really affect us, to my understanding. There's still going to be a ladder truck that will be used by them. So that's all I have on that. Did I miss anything?
On that, we got the new cost allocations, which went up about 5%, which we have already put into the budget, so really no changes and just our usual cost of living increases.
Sure. Okay. Laura? All right. I had a roundtable meeting last night, moving that process along, and we have a technical working group meeting with the roundtable members on June 22nd, and hopefully that will be the...
Did you see the article on SF Gate today
I read
about Pacifica and the flyovers?
Yeah, I read it.
And mentioned pesky little Brisbane as always having, but they discussed the stick and the waypoints. I
Should check it out.
it might not have said pesky Brisbane, but it was something along those lines about that, we were seeing also increased flight activity and complaints. But it was an interesting article.
I'll have to look at that.
My mom sent it to me.
Okay.
Should check it out. Do you have any updates on, I know last time at the last meeting we were discussing a community workshop. Do
Yeah.
you have any updates on that?
Yeah, so I'm trying to get a workshop between now and that 22nd date.
Okay.
And, working with Bert Ganong from the Noise Abatement Office at SFO. And hopefully we can have him come here and talk with our residents about potential options for, moving the waypoints and changing the procedures a little bit to make some changes that hopefully reduce noise impacts. And then I attended the Jobs Housing Task Force meeting down in Belmont, talking about a lot of things that we talked about tonight, trying to create more affordable housing. One of the things that they're looking at is having an affordable housing bond. So San Francisco has one, Alameda County has one, and so looking at creating some kind of affordable housing bond that then cities can tap into that money. And so that might be something where, maybe if this thing happens, cities could potentially buy property from willing sellers, of course, and then create the affordable housing that they would like to see in their communities. All right, so that is it.
Something.
Oh,
I had another subcommittee. I just was following up on her other subcommittee.
right.
But go ahead, Clark.
I just wanted to ask City Attorney a question. Could I bring up something for a subcommittee? Can I bring something up for our subcommittee that I heard tonight? For our affordable housing subcommittee?
A suggestion?
Yeah, my question is I would like for them to look at Brisbane actually doing a rent control ordinance.
You can ask them to go take a look at that or put that as an item for the next time. But you can ask that the subcommittee take a look at that.
Okay. I'd like to ask the subcommittee to take a look at that.
Sure.
Seriously look at it. 'Cause, I mean, they heard tonight is just, I mean, and I've been hearing it all.
It's all over the Bay Area.
But it's
all over the
appalling.
county.
Something's got to start, something's got to be done somewhere, because, the cost of maintaining buildings and stuff like that are nowhere near those type of rate hikes. It's just not right.
Does rent control have to be a countywide thing, or can it just be implemented by a city?
Yeah, if it was countywide, I mean, if the county initiated, it would only be in the unincorporated
I see.
areas.
Okay.
Just like with the plastic bag ban, then the cities then took the county's ordinance and then they
Applied that.
modified their own.
Okay.
So I also attended the Airport Land Use Committee meeting, and nothing too much new. Both projects that came before us were approved, and then there was a report back about the proposed Oracle School project that had bypassed the committee because we couldn't recommend it when it had been before us before. And then it was approved at the CCAG level. So it just came back as informational that the Oracle Tech Design School was going in within the 2-mile radius of the airport.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that they're able to accommodate that. I've heard a lot of great things about DTech. And so, having one of these, very prominent tech companies, getting behind education, and this is a public school, and not only providing their financial resources, but their technology and their knowledge of business and just how things work. I mean, being able to apply that to education, I think that's just a great opportunity for these kids. So I'm glad that has moved forward. Thank you, Karen. All right, oral communications number 2. Anybody out there want to say something that's not on tonight's agenda? All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn to our next council meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's right. You know what? There is something I just want to acknowledge. There was some written communications, and it came from Nancy Loxamana, and her request is to consider for 2016 the recreation budget before school recreation supervision at Brisbane Elementary.